All right, now to tonight's Prime Playlist Shuffle, where we sit down with the artists who are transforming the music industry. Alternative pop star Isabel LaRosa has 2 billion streams on her music, but first shot to fame on TikTok with songs like Haunted. And now in her new album, she is exploring the journey and transformation, by the way, from being a teenager to being an adult. Let's take a listen to her single, Burning.
I'm burning myself just to keep you warm. I'm going through hell and you give me more. How could you treat someone you love like this, oh Lord?
Gotta love it. It's so smooth in the storytelling there. Isabella joins us right now. Congrats on you and your debut album. Good to have you in the house.
Thank you so much for having me.
So how does it feel? I mean, are you excited? Are you happy with all of your success?
I'm very excited about everything, truly. It's like very weird to, I don't know. It's a very weird thing to have happen when you've been doing this your whole life.
So let's talk about your album. The title of it is Raven.
Yeah.
And that pretty much sums up your life's journey.
Yeah.
How did you come up with the title?
To be honest, I had multiple different ones that I wasn't sure of, and it was going to be called something different. And then I was sitting on a plane next to my brother, and I was gonna change the visuals. We had already shot an entire thing, and I was like, I want to do it with a raven. And I turned to him and I was like, it should just be called Raven. What are we doing? And he was like, sounds good to me.
You know, the album is also accompanied by a short film. I love short films, by the way, but it deals with the ups and downs of relationships. Why was it important for you to bring the film along with the album?
Yeah, I mean, film is something that I've always wanted to do, and I've always wanted to direct my own videos. And I think that really showing a storyline of how a relationship goes from the high highs to falling apart was something that I wanted to demonstrate.
And you just mentioned your brother. He actually helped you write the album.
Yes.
Have you guys always been tight since kids?
Yeah, he's always been my best friend, truly, and he is such a massive part of why I am even here. And I mean, we write all of the songs together, and he produces everything, and he's genuinely the most talented person that I know. So
I love it.
He's amazing.
Yeah, and speaking of talent, you're going to be performing at the Gov Ball tomorrow.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, I mean, you've been performing since you were 7 years old, live jazz.
Very different now, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. I grew up when my dad would bring me and my brother to jazz jams, and I would sing standards with a bunch of old jazz musicians, and it was great. I actually really did not enjoy it at the time because I was 7, but I'm very grateful for it now because now I have to do it a lot, and so it's helpful to have known what it's felt like over the years and be able to develop it.
You just wrapped up your U.S. leg of the Psycho Pop tour.
Yeah.
You ready to take it on the road and go around the world?
So excited.
What can we expect?
I was just talking about this. I'm very excited to develop just stage design, and something I want to work on in the future is being able to tell a story through the live set. And I think that because I've done a lot of opening slots and smaller tours, I think now getting to a point where I can do bigger rooms is so fun because I can get to do these things that I've wanted to do, show kind of the concept of the album.
Is there one artist who inspired your style?
I feel like, to be honest, I grew up listening to a lot of Melanie Martinez, and that inspired a lot of why I want to pair so much of the film with the music. And I mean, 21 Pilots is such a massive inspiration to me. I just love them, and I love their work ethic. Alana, Billy, I mean, I love, especially, I know 21 Pilots, they're not in the girlies category, but all my pop alternative girlies.
Well, speaking of girlies, you are that girl.
Oh,
thanks a lot. We appreciate it. No, and the best of luck to you too.
Thank you.
Knock 'em dead. You got it.
You
got it. No, of course. And you can stream her album Raven out now. Go check it out.